Cops have a duty to protect people and make them feel safer in their presence. But what happens when they forget their role and their only goal becomes satisfying their ego? Here are times when cops were caught lying by lawyers. Have you ever had a run-in with a cop who acted like he could do anything he wanted just because of his badge and uniform? If not, consider yourself lucky. Unlike you, this truck driver met a couple of cops who seemed to think their uniform granted them special powers. One cop demanded the driver help him with his work, but didn't bother to explain why. The thing is, the driver wasn't even required to lend a hand. Seriously, can't cops handle their own duties? This situation got even more ridiculous when the cop, caught on camera, admitted they didn't pull the driver over for any traffic offense like speeding. So why stop him in the first place? He claimed they needed to inspect the truck to make sure it was safe, but here's the kicker. The driver, who's been behind the wheel long enough, can tell on his own whether his truck is safe or not.
Have to assist you in doing your job.
You have to assist with the controls.
No, I do not.
Yes, you do.
Absolutely not.
Here, give me the phone number to your boss. I'll call him right now.
You're talking to him right now.
All right. By law, you are required to submit to the inspection.
And I've submitted.
And operate the control.
No,
yes.
Absolutely not. I have no obligation.
Him for interfering if he doesn't assist.
No, I'm not interfering.
Yes,
you can do your job.
You write some notes down. I'm gonna write a few.
All right, well then you do what you got to do, and then that way, if this get to a point where it's retaliation because I don't want to comply with doing your job, then it becomes a matter. At this point, you said that you're going to do a level 1. Now you say, you know what, I'm going to leave it at level 2 because I already done put it out of service.
You're not going to assist me?
I don't have to. I don't have to. Do you want to assist your coworker do his job?
You're just making this difficult.
No. No. It ain't making it difficult. You guys are sitting here now. You're actually belittling my intelligence. You're acting as if I don't know what I'm talking about because you're law enforcement. So you're using the badge.
No, has nothing to do with it.
Yes, it is. You're using the badge.
40 years.
All right, and congratulations. And I've been doing this long enough. But
we're out here trying to keep people alive and trying to keep.
And I'm actually trying to do that in the course of doing my job by driving safe.
You didn't violate any laws of the road.
Exactly.
Right.
All right. So
you're here because of speeding or you were traveling too fast on a ramp?
You pull me in here to do an inspection. You want to do your inspection.
That's right.
I will not obstruct you in doing your job.
And you will not assist me either.
But is it lawful for me to assist you?
It's part of the inspection.
Is it part of the inspection for any citizen to help government official to do their job? You guys been law enforcement for a while. You know this. Please answer that question.
According to how we were trained in the level 1 inspection, yes.
Is it? Show me. No. I want to show me it specifically. Sir, if you know where it is, then show it to me specifically, please. That's all I ask.
I'll show you the hose. Listen, just let's put all the other nonsense aside.
Nonsense? There you go again, insulting me, Officer Torres. Come on.
I'm trying to keep you safe. So
come on.
I'm going to give you a heads up on things to look for to avoid.
You just won't stop insulting me.
To avoid hurting yourself. And
then here you're nonsense. You're ridiculous.
A lot of these air hoses, if they're chafing against anything, just keep an eye out for
They're not.
Well,
they're not. They have their spacers, and they have.
Yet this cop went on about some hoses on the truck as if they posed a life-threatening risk. Makes you wonder why these cops can't just stick to their own jobs instead of meddling in others. It's clear they don't even know how to do their own jobs right, so they definitely shouldn't be giving lectures on other professions. To justify his questionable stop, the cop said the driver needed to fix something on his truck, but what he didn't expect was to be caught lying by a real law expert. Seriously, this man could have been a real lawyer for all we know. He's that knowledgeable. Well, at least more than the cops, that's for sure. So essentially, the driver wasn't fooled and saw right through the cop's scheme. Despite this, the cop still had the nerve to ask for help, which is pretty selfish if you ask me. Who's going to tell these guys that the world doesn't revolve around them? Then, an older cop joined in and asked the driver what his problem was. The list was long, but the driver pointed out that the cop was pressuring him to assist in his duties, claiming there was something wrong with the truck that wasn't actually broken or out of order. The biggest issue was that even this older cop didn't see the problem with that, but sided with his younger colleague.
There is one here. I'm going to show it. This is the time to learn. Come on up here. Climb up. See the air hose over here that's been chafing up against the differential? You see the difference of color? That means that air hose has been working at itself for quite some time.
leaking?
It's not leaking. It doesn't have to be leaking. If you look at it, it's chafed through the cord and the cord is frayed. That means it's out of service.
Sir, that I think you're being sensational. This is you being retaliatory. This is you being retaliatory because I want to assist you in doing your job.
No.
Yes, it is.
No.
And you know what? No, it's not. No, it's not. I'm in the picture right now. That right there is only was smudged. I just rubbed it. Oh my God, dude. Oh, clearly it is because you had a bone to pick with me the minute I did not want to assist you doing your job.
You thought that the only way to put that out is if it's leaked, and it's not.
No, I know a freight line will put you out of service, but that's not a freight line. That's the thing. You are making that up. I sit right there and filmed it. No, it's...
You notice the scope. All I'm asking you is just from now on, when it's repaired, after it's repaired, make sure.
No, it is repaired. There's nothing to repair. It's not even out of service. It's functioning. It's functioning. It's fully functioning and it's legal. No, it's not. You saying it doesn't make it valid. You have the law behind you. The book, I'm not disputing. I'm not disputing what's in the book. I'm disputing what you are claiming.
You've been disputing everything since
You haven't even done anything.
You haven't assisted me.
I don't have to legally assist you. In your own words.
The cord is frayed. That's why it's
The cord is not frayed. That's the thing. You saying it is and reality saying it isn't doesn't make it. It doesn't give you the conch blanc authority to put me out of service because of your feelings.
Has nothing to do with my feelings.
Clearly, all day long to just stop talking. You're telling me
It's already been taken, okay?
No, all right. Then if the point taken, then yours is taken. You can leave now.
At this point, oh, good. You got a supervisor here.
Won't make things better. I'm sure of it. Officer Torres wants to inspect the truck,
Which he has all right to do.
and I will not obstruct them from doing it.
Okay. So, is there another issue or
Clearly, it is
why?
because he wants me to assist him doing the inspection.
Well, he wants you to assist how?
You ask him.
But you're to operate the.
I am. I will operate it. I have no problem, but I do not.
This cop insisted that his colleague had the right to check out the truck and that the driver had to help because, well, he was the driver. But when the driver pointed out that he didn't have to assist and that the cop should handle their own business, especially since he wasn't stopping them from inspecting the truck, the cop lost it. He even started demanding the driver's boss's phone number, as if calling the boss would fix anything. The driver shot back, telling the cop they don't help him drive the truck, so why should he help them do their job? It's just like everyone says, stick to your own tasks, right?
Officer Torres wants to inspect the truck,
Which he has all right to do.
and I will not obstruct them from doing it.
Okay. So, is there another issue or
Clearly, it is
why?
because he wants me to assist him doing the inspection.
Well, he wants you to assist how?
You ask him.
But you're to operate the.
I am. I will operate it. I have no problem, but I do not legally have to assist you in doing your job.
You have to assist with the controls.
No, I do
you
not.
do. Yes, you do.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, you do.
All right. So
Hey,
who?
give me the phone number to your boss. I'll call him right
You're
now.
talking to him right now.
All right. By law, you are required to submit to the inspection
And I've
and
submitted.
operate the control.
No,
Yes.
absolutely not. I have not, no
Right, we'll pay
obligation.
him for interfering if he doesn't assist.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not interfering.
Yes,
you can
you
do
are.
your job.
You're
You can
interfering.
do your job.
You
I'm
are-
not stopping you from doing your job.
Yes, you are. You are
No,
interfering with
no, I'm
him
not.
doing his job.
No, I'm
Yes.
not. He can do his job.
You have to operate the controls.
No, why do I have to? Do you
Are
assist
you
me?
the driver? Are
Do
you the
you
driver?
assist me doing the pre-trip?
Sir, ask my question. Are you the driver?
I don't answer questions.
He's an operator only.
Right. So you're obligated to do.
I'm not obligated to
Give
assist
me the
government.
keys. Give me the keys.
They're in the truck.
Go ahead. You operate it.
There you go. There
Sit
you
on
go.
The curb. Go sit on the curb.
No, I'm standing here because I don't trust you. I'm thinking sabotage.
right, Freddie, we're also gonna.
But if you thought that was bad, wait until you hear about their supervisor. This cop turned up and was even more unreasonable than the others. He accused the driver of interfering with police work and their so-called investigation. But that was just another lie these cops were spinning. The driver hadn't interfered at all. He didn't prevent the cops from doing their inspection, he just didn't insist them. So whatever these cops were thinking, it was obviously only making sense in their own heads.
No, I'm not. Now, sir, you're stepping in a legal quagmire because I'm not stopping you from doing your job. You're being vindictive. You are being vindictive. As a supervisor, you're being vindictive. Yes, you are, because now you're telling me that you're going to hit me with something because of your feelings. That's what you're doing.
I'm hitting you because of the law.
No, you have no lawful order. What do you find? Put me out of service on something lawful then. Put me out of service on something lawful. That's all I ask.
You have all the right.
Yes, you do. You have the right to inspect the truck.
The law says you cannot interfere.
I will not.
And you are interfering because you
How?
are the driver and you're prohibiting to
No, I'm not.
operate.
No, I'm not. Because
Right here. This is
a person is guilty of interfering with an officer, which I'm not doing.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not. I'm not. No, I don't care what you say.
Reading.
Yes.
This is the statute.
Yeah, when an officer, such person obstructs, resists, hinders, or endangers a peace officer, firefighter in performance of such peace officer, firefighter duty. Sir, I gave Officer Torres carte blanche authority to inspect the truck.
By performance of his duty, because it's required that you operate.
No, it is not. Citizens do not have to help governments do their job.
You are driving this. You are responsible.
Then, when I do my pre-trip, do you assist me?
We're not required to be there.
And I'm not required to help you. There is no law saying that I have to help you do your job.
However, these cops still didn't grasp that the driver wasn't required to assist them. So one of the cops ordered the man to get into his truck and start it up. But the driver pointed out that his two colleagues were there and they could do it since they had his keys. This bruised the cop's ego a bit, and what was supposed to be a routine check on the truck's legality turned into an illegal search, for which they definitely did not have the right. They didn't have a warrant or the man's consent for that, but you know, there's nothing worse than a cop with a bruised ego. The supervisor then chimed in, telling the driver he didn't want to play by the driver's rules, but insisted on his own rules, except there were no such rules. This cop should have known better. They're supposed to enforce existing laws, not make up their own. That's why they're called law enforcement officers, because their job is to uphold and implement the law, not bend it to their whims. I think these cops should be fired, because no one needs tyrant-like cops around, right? Who needs cops who don't understand their own rules and start throwing their weight around, breaking the very rules they're supposed to enforce? So let's just hope this man ended up suing them.
Hey, Will, can you jump on board and release your brakes and start the vehicle for me, please?
You are asking me to assist you with the inspection. I will not hinder you.
This is the fifth time I've asked you.
I will not hinder you from doing your job.
Go into your vehicle and help.
You got two officers right here. They can do it. You do not need me at this point. You inspecting the vehicle? Do so, sir. Do so.
Again, if you jump on board, just fire it up. Release the brakes. Just make sure.
And I definitely don't consent to any search or seizure.
No, there's not going to be any of that.
I don't know. At this point, feelings are involved. Applies across the line.
Not only that, if we have to take you to the pit, where you want us to drive?
Oh no! Like I was saying to Officer Torres, where we had a little banter back and forth there. I will drive the truck.
So you only want to help in certain sections?
No, it ain't. If it requires me to drive the truck, that is my duty. That's what I'm certified to do.
Operating the truck.
Operating the truck is what I do.
And that's what he was requesting, because we normally don't go through.
No.
You're not going to let me finish talking?
You can say what you want to say.
We don't operate the gauges on the truck, so we're not familiar with all the different makes and models.
So how do you consider yourself certified then?
The driver is the one responsible to operate all the switches.
Then maybe you guys should make that part of your training.
There's different makes and models out there.
Then learn them.
It's not how it works.
It is how it works. This is how drivers work. How do you think we learn?
You want us to go by your rules. It doesn't work that way.
See, that's tyranny. That's tyranny right now. No, that's tyranny. You said it yourself, so I'm glad your mouth said those words. No, I don't have rules. I don't have rules at all. All I do is operate within the law. I operate lawfully. That's what I do. You make rules as you go, like this rule right here that you found that, you know, that Officer Torres found that there's a... No, because I'm talking. You're trying to interject, and you won't let me talking. Yeah, and that's what I'm going to continue to do.
Among the cops who got caught lying by lawyers was Officer Anderson, who approached a man claiming he had a report that the man was on a private property and filming. However, the man was actually in the middle of the street, and he cheekily asked Officer Anderson if maybe the street had suddenly become private and he hadn't gotten the memo. The real issue here was that the man was filming a private business from the street, and the folks there, not quite getting the First Amendment, decided to call the police.
Reports that you were on private property filming.
Nope, I'm on the street. Unless this is a private street all of a sudden, which it's not, because I asked all the companies right here.
Okay.
Yeah, I tried to tell that. They've been harassing me, following me for 20 minutes or 30 minutes maybe. They keep going up with their little golf carts way up. I'm not on nobody's property. I'm not doing no ill will.
You never went on their private property?
I'm not on their property. This street, I never went off the street. Nothing that says no unauthorized access, nothing. I never went past their gates. I never went past their guard shacks, nothing. Never went up to their guard shacks. So I can be right, just like I'm here filming right here. I can be this is what I do for a living, and I'm doing a story. I told them that. They keep harassing me. I'm finishing up my story, and that's it.
What are you doing a story on, can I ask?
I'm not going to say, because then if I tell you the story, how can I release the story? It's not a story anymore. So I don't release any information ever.
All right, I'm just going to verify that you weren't trespassing, because we were told that you were. Just what's your last name?
I'm not going to, I don't have to give my ID for what? I haven't done a crime.
I'm investigating a crime. I have reasonable suspicion.
There's no reasonable suspicion of me committing a crime with a camera. No, it's not. I'm filming. I'm a photographer, and that's what I'm doing.
You were told that you were trespassing.
Okay, so you need to go investigate it, but I'm not trespassing.
I'm here investigating.
They never trespass me. No cop has trespassed me. Nobody can trespass me from a public street. I have witnesses at this property here that watched them and even commented on it and said that what they were doing was following me and harassing me, and they would testify against it. So go do your investigation. I don't need to give my name and ID. But I don't need to give my name and ID up for anything. I don't give up. That's a Fourth Amendment right. I don't have to reveal that to you for nothing. I've done no crime. There's no suspicion of a crime. I'm here filming, and that's it. And you know that's all I'm doing. So you can't violate my right. Well, you're watching, and you came up and filmed. So, and you can go ask anybody else around these properties. I'm doing nothing else but filming, and that's not a suspicion of a crime. You cannot suspect that of a crime from me just filming right here.
That's not what I'm saying.
I'm on a public property. I don't care, bro. I'm not gonna talk to you. Am I being detained?
Officer Anderson messed up because instead of explaining to the workers that, despite being a private business, a person can legally record anything visible from public property like the street or sidewalk, and he went ahead and detained the man. He said he needed to investigate a trespassing claim, but how can someone be trespassing on public property? It sounds like someone needs to give Officer Anderson a quick refresher on what trespassing actually means. The one thing Officer Anderson did manage to do right was identify himself, but that was about the extent of it. He immediately assumed that because he had identified himself, the man was obligated to do the same in return.
Yes, right now you are.
For what? For what crime?
Until I find out whether or not you were trespassing.
What crime?
I just told you.
What
trespassing.
crime? There is no trespassing. Because how can you trespass from this?
That's what I said.
This road goes all the way down. I can be on this road anywhere it goes.
For one, you're a pedestrian in the roadway right now.
No, I'm not. I'm right here because this is the easement. This is public easement.
This is easement. That's roadway.
This is public easement too. Right here.
This is roadway.
This has been broke. This is public easement. I looked it up on Google Maps.
Google Maps is not the official.
Okay, man. I'll go do your investigation. I'm done talking to you.
That's fine.
Go live. What's your name and badge number?
I'm Officer Anderson. My badge number is 2083. You still refusing to identify yourself?
I'm not refusing. I don't have to. There's no articulate of a crime committed, and I haven't committed a crime, so I don't need to reveal myself for no reason.
All right, so you refuse to identify yourself?
I'm not refusing. Don't try to put words in my mouth.
I'm asking you to identify yourself.
I'm telling you that what crime have I committed, and there is no crime.
Okay.
You know I'm on public property, and this is public property. You can't trespass me from public property, so
you're
I'm done.
refusing to identify yourself?
I'm not refusing to identify.
You're not willing to identify yourself?
I'm not going to answer any more questions to you. One call.
All right, so What they are advising is that this is a private property.
Okay, I never heard. That's not what they told me before, and I got that on camera.
Okay, so what I'm telling you is that certain portions are owned by certain companies around here.
I know. This is not their portion.
So this portion is Ahern, but he's got pictures of you on their portion.
No, I was on the public roadway because I was driving down on my scooter, and then I realized it was a dead end, and I came back up. So he can't play that, and I got that all on camera, and so does Ahern, because I've talked to them.
That's fine. But what I'm telling you is he's got a picture of you.
Yeah, I got a picture of them coming up here and harassing me. Why are they up here harassing me?
Because they've been up here. Out why you're on the property.
No, I wasn't on the property. I turned around and came back up, and I got told by the one guard right here at the hard hat that I was allowed to be on the property, just to please leave, because it's making his job harder.
Officer Anderson was really ticked off because the man refused to identify himself, which kind of challenged his authority. So Anderson decided to call in some backup. I guess he felt stronger with more muscle around, who knows? When the backup, Officer Ben Beverin, showed up, Anderson tried to convince him that the man had messed up. He started spinning tales again, this time claiming he had a photo proving the man was on private property. Great, so why not just show that photo? Well, probably because no such photo exists. Officer Beverin even went on to claim that a man doesn't have to be physically on private property to be accused of trespassing. It's really unfortunate that he didn't know the law he was supposed to enforce. Maybe these cops thought they were doing a bang-up job, but I'd love to see the looks on their faces when they realized they had become YouTube stars. They probably thought they were keeping the streets safe, but instead they ended up showing their own misunderstanding of the laws on a public platform. So here's hoping that both of them get fired soon enough.
Probably and asked to leave. He says that he was never asked to leave at any point.
Okay.
He says that he went down, was filming around, and used the easement to come back up.
Okay.
So he's claiming he was never asked to leave, never went past any point where it says private entry or any of that nature. He's saying that he was down there on their property, he was advised that it was their property, he was asked to leave, and was told, go call the FBI, was what he said to them.
Okay, so this is where we're at right now, okay?
Okay, I'm willing to leave from the property. I'm not going to mess with them anymore.
Okay, so this is what all comes down to with us, man, is everybody's allowed to film where public has access, right?
Yep.
Our understanding is, we're going to screw over here a little bit with the street.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Yeah,
it's been pretty bad.
Our understanding is this is a private drive.
Okay.
So our understanding is this is a private drive, okay?
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? So on a private drive, you don't have the liberty to go on a private property to film. You know what I'm saying? Especially this is owned and maintained by the company. It isn't owned and maintained by the city.
It's not owned and maintained by them, though.
No, so that's what's right at the bottom of it, is it Ahern that owns it. If Ahern owns it and you're on their property, they can trespass you from the property. You know what I mean?
They could if they asked you already to leave before that point. If they told you to leave.
If they told you to leave.
But if they haven't, and all he said was, and I told him over and over, I said,
I'm gonna go back on that for a second. Anybody on anybody's property can be trespassed, even if they never went on the property.
We're not gonna arrest you for trespassing until after.
It just means you just get trespassed. Now, if you come back, you can be arrested. But to be trespassed, you don't have to be on the property and asked to leave. They can trespass you regardless.
So, but they never asked me that. And what it was is he said, I'm going to call the FBI. They cackle him. That's why I said they told me right away.
Over here?
There was a whole bunch of guys in here, in the back doing their break. They cackled him. It was funny. And they said, I said, okay, good. If you're going to call the FBI, if that's what you're really doing, because I don't think the FBI is going to show up for a camera, I'm not going to run from law enforcement. And like you said, if you've watched my videos, that's what I always say. I'm not going to run from you guys and have you guys find me 3 blocks away and think I was running.
Let me go wrap with them and I'll
All right,
okay?
I appreciate it. Before you go over, what's your name and badge number?
Sergeant Van Beverin.
Because you're a sergeant.
Yeah, 1337.
How long you been in the police?
15 years.
I can tell, man. Very professional. Appreciate it. And you, man, I'm not going to say you're unprofessional. If you watch my videos, I'll probably give you a B. I'm not going to lie and say I'm going to give you an A.
You do whatever you like to do, man.
All right, man, we're wrapping up, okay?
We're good, man.
So this is then.
Hey, it's first amendment, bro. I'll smile for you. You want the smile?
Yeah, give me a smile.
Look.
I can't see.
Oh, no, bro. I need to be safety first, bro. Safety first.
Man, we can get a smile.
No, bro. I got kids and wife. She won't like that if I take off this mask.
So
right on, bro. No ill will, man. You have a good day.
So I'm gonna get you out of here,
Yep.
just so we're on the same page. So I explained what their concern was, what their business is. With that, we have other multiple businesses. We want to get more definitive information on who owns the road, who has rights to what. So that being said, there is no trespassing going on right now. You're free to leave.
You ever noticed how many cops seem to have an issue with people filming in public? I'm not sure if it's because they don't really understand the law and honestly think people don't have the right, or if they're just scared that someone might catch them stepping out of line. One thing's for sure, cops can lose their qualified immunity over this kind of thing. Let's take this cop for example. There was a free journalist out filming at the post office. One cop comes up to him and claims he can film people if they don't want to be filmed. First off, the post office is open to the public, so legally you can film whatever you see inside. If someone doesn't like being filmed in public, maybe they should just stay home. After all, just because someone feels uncomfortable being filmed doesn't mean everyone else has to give up their rights. The journalist tried to explain all this to the cop, but it was like talking to a brick wall. The cop wouldn't listen and even escalated the situation by threatening to arrest the guy. What's worse, when the journalist asked the cop to identify himself, which is pretty much part of the job, the cop flat out refused. It's another example of a cop not quite getting his duties right. Doesn't he know he could get fired over this thing?
Excuse me?
Have a word with your man. Everything. Hey, have they asked you not to record here?
They said something about it, but
They don't want you recording here. You need to leave.
that's not their choice. There's rules and regulations posted in here that says this is perfectly lawful.
You cannot go in here and record these people.
Come here.
They don't want you
Come here.
to. And what are you recording for?
For commercial purposes. News. I'm an independent journalist. Photographs for news and advertising commercial purposes. Completely legal. Code of Federal 41 Code of Federal Regulations. Besides the fact that this is federal property, you don't even have jurisdiction here.
Hey, don't tell me why I ain't got no jurisdiction there. I'm the chief police.
You don't?
Yes, I do. I got full jurisdiction here. So don't tell me I don't have jurisdiction here.
Postal protectors.
Federal, who they call over here? They call me. We're
Okay.
the federal agency. So if they don't want you
Federal police have.
if they don't want you here, you need to leave. If the
That
workers
says
don't, if the workers
if
don't
I
want
don't
you
leave,
here,
what's
you
gonna
need to-
happen?
I'm gonna arrest you.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Can I get your name and badge number, please?
And don't come back.
Can I get your name and badge number, please?
Can't record if they don't want you here.
Can I get your name and badge number, please?
Leave the property now.
D. Thomas doesn't want to identify.
That's right. Put the chief in front of him.
Oh, you're the chief.
That's right. When you put D. Thomas, put chief in front of him.
Okay.
They don't want you recording here. So if the workers, if you're here and you're distracting the workers and they don't want you here recording,
I was just
you need
recording.
to
I wasn't
understand.
doing
Well,
anything to
you're
them.
offending the workers. They don't want you here, so you need to leave. Make sure you put that in your write-up.
Okay, we'll do.
You have a good day.
Yes, sir.
However, despite the journalist explaining his legal rights, the cop kept pressing him for his ID. The journalist tried to make it clear that he wasn't involved in any crime, he was just engaged in an activity protected by constitutional law. You'd think the cop would already know this stuff, right? After all, at the start of his career, he swore an oath to protect those constitutional rights of all citizens. Now it seems like he was pretending those laws didn't even exist. The journalist decided it was time to give the cop a tough lesson in constitutional law since he obviously hadn't picked it up during his 6 months of training.
You have an ID on you?
For what?
I need ID. I need to see some identification.
For what? What law do you suspect you're breaking?
I can run your ID. You run these buildings. I don't know your name. Let me see some ID.
You know that's unlawful, right?
No, it's not unlawful.
Yes, it is.
I need to see
You
your
have to
ID.
believe that I'm engaged in a criminal activity.
I need to see you. Hey, you around here? You the
All I'm doing is videotaping.
I need to see your ID.
Constitutionally protected activity.
I need to see your ID.
You know you're asking for a
I
lawsuit,
need
right?
to see your ID. You around here? My citizens called on you. I have a right to know who you are.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
That's my Fourth
Show me,
Amendment right.
show me your ID. I need to see your ID.
Or what?
Show me your ID.
Or what?
Resist?
Resisting.
Yes. I
Resisting
have
is a
right.
physical thing.
Show me your ID.
Are you going to arrest me?
No, I just want to run your ID. I need to know who around here around my citizens.
2026, the Timothy Busher of the Wally. Flags are clear, entrance confirmed.
Follow up to her residence.
Am I being detained? Am I being detained?
No, you're not detained, but I'm finna
Then give me my ID back and let me go.
Gonna run.
Then I am detained.
Didn't they ask you?
It's an unlawful
Didn't they
detention.
ask you not to come over there?
It's unlawful.
Didn't they ask you
It
not to
doesn't
come over
matter.
there? They didn't want you
It's
recorded.
public property. It doesn't
But
matter.
if you are causing an uproar at the
I'm not causing anything. They did it.
you inside doing all that recording? No, you don't do that.
That's constitutionally protected activity. I'm not disturbing them.
Don't go back. Telling you now.
You might want to get a hold of your attorney.
You guys think he's clean or corrupt?
When the cop fired off another question, the man shot back, telling him not to badger him with questions as that was his right under the Fifth Amendment. But the cop seemed clueless and even threatened to arrest him if he entered the post office again and filmed people. Even though the cop thought the journalist was violating other people's rights, it was actually the cop who was trampling on the man's rights. It's ironic, isn't it?
What's your bill it is?
I don't answer questions. You're batting 1,000.
Thank you.
violating my First and Fourth Amendment rights.
Sir, I'm asking you. Not go back over there. They don't want you over there.
Asking
Yeah,
or ordering?
I'm asking you not to go back over there.
Asking or ordering?
You don't understand
There's
what
two
I'm
different
telling
things. You can ask all you want. I don't have to do it.
Okay,
If you order me
I'm
not to,
telling you, if you go back over there.
ain't no reason to yell either.
Okay, I'm telling you.
I'm just clarifying
Clarify.
for the law.
You go back over there. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? If you go
You
back
don't have to
over
be a
there,
smart aleck either.
disrespecting those women like you were
I'm not
doing,
disrespecting
and
anybody.
they asking you not to record them and not to record in the building. You go
It's
back
my
over there.
God-given
I'm
to
gonna show
record.
you my God-given rights. Go back over there. You go
It's my
back over there
God-given
again,
right
I'm
to
gonna show
record.
you my God-given rights. Go back over there. You take that any way you want to take it.
Okay.
And you have a nice day, sir.
You have a blessed one, sir.
That's right. Only way I know how to have it.
Good.
Thank you.
Good.
That's right. Go back over.
You know you just violated my rights, right?
I'm gonna take you to jail. You go back over there.
I'm just saying. You know you just violated my rights, right?
Understand what I just told you. You go back over there. You going there.
Am I headed that way?
Okay. Matter of fact, head on out to town because these people don't want
Oh,
you
really?
out here. If anybody calls on you, I'm coming.
Okay.
So don't disturb anybody. You want to?
I'm not disturbing anybody.
But when they call,
I'm exercising my right to record.
And I'm exercising my rights as the head authority here in this town.
That is not your right. You're violating my rights.
When they call, I'm coming. You're not gonna disrupt my citizens. Now, man, like you said, you have a blessed day, and I am too.
Among all types of bad cops, racist cops are the absolute worst. So, these cops decided to tail this guy just because his skin color was different from theirs. When they saw him stop at a gas station, they parked right behind him, kept an eye on him as if he was up to no good. Feeling cornered, the guy decided to confront them and told them straight up that they shouldn't park behind him, block him in, and watch him like he committed some sort of crime. However, these cops just brushed him off, saying they could do whatever they wanted. Sure, they could do a lot of things, but that doesn't make it right, does it? To make matters worse, one of the cops tried to cover their tracks because he didn't want it to look like they were being racist, especially not on camera. First, he claimed the guy made an illegal turn, which wasn't true at all. And then when that didn't stick, he started to claim the guy was speeding. But when the guy denied it, the cop insisted on the speeding charge. Of course, he had no proof to back up any of his claims. They just ended up making themselves look foolish and caught lying because they couldn't even come up with a legitimate reason for approaching him in the first place. It was just a series of blunders that ended up exposing their true motives on camera.
They trailed me. I seen you. I came out the gas station. You're not allowed to trail people? I came out the gas station. You're not allowed to park behind my car. Watch me get in the car because you seen a black man.
I can do whatever I want.
You racist?
I can do it.
Oh, you can do that?
I conducted a traffic stop because you made a wide turn.
No, you didn't. You followed me.
Okay, but did you not make a wide turn?
No, I didn't make a wide turn. You followed me. Yes, they followed me. Yes, they did. I got out the gas station with my cup of ice. He parked behind me, looked at me. I looked at him. He tried, and then the other police officer came. I went this way and they followed me. I knew what you were doing. I've been through this before.
Are we not allowed to follow
Hey, QT. No, you're not allowed to follow people.
Driver's license. You have your driver's license.
But why are you? So you stopped me for driving 45.
So now I need you. No, you were driving way faster than that.
I was doing 45.
So, do you have your driver's license?
That's
the last time I'm gonna ask you.
No, I don't have my license on me. But why are you?
Do you have ID?
Well, that's not my ID.
Okay, let me get your ID.
Can I go to the house and grab it?
No, you can't go to the house.
You
You
have
have it on you, yes or no? On your person or in the car that you were just driving.
Do I have my ID on me?
Yes.
Yes, I have my ID.
Okay, is it on your ID? If it's in the house and you don't have it in your person or on the car, in the car you were driving, right? So let me break it down for you real quick, sir.
All right.
Right, you were driving this vehicle.
Okay.
We saw you driving.
Okay.
You made a wide turn when you went northbound from the light, right, to go this direction.
So
you made a wide turn, so that's an infraction.
A right turn where though?
When you when you made the northbound turn.
Leaving the QT.
No, right here, dude, at the light. When you were going northbound 79.
I made a wide turn. Are you serious?
You went to lane number 1, right? You went into lane number 2.
I was making a wide turn and turning into the apartments. And you guys followed me. You guys racially profiled me. Y'all followed me. Y'all did follow me. Don't take out my fucking ID. But y'all followed me.
Is it on you?
Yes, it's on me.
Where? We need it.
I'm gonna show you guys, but why did you guys follow me? That's racist. Y'all racist? Y'all followed me. You literally followed me. I watched y'all.
These cops, acting like they hadn't heard a word the guy said, asked for his ID. When he refused to hand it over, they then asked for his driver's license, which is pretty much the same thing. I mean, why did they expect him to give a driver's license if he didn't want to give them any ID in the first place? Then these cops decided to escalate things by turning the encounter into a traffic stop, which was totally out of line. They had followed the guy and approached him him at a gas station, which is private property. You don't need to be a cop to know that's not how things should be done. There are so many other places where they could have been making sure traffic and people were safe, and a gas station definitely wasn't one of them. Of course, these cops denied they were following him, but how do they explain ending up at the same gas station and parking right behind him? That just doesn't add up. They tried to make it seem like a coincidence, but it was pretty clear they had targeted him from the start.
You literally followed me. I watched y'all follow me.
We're not going to ask you again.
You stopped behind me and followed me.
Are you going to listen? Are you going to provide us your ID? Yes or no?
I provided, but I'm wondering why y'all stopped me.
I just told you.
Y'all racist.
Okay, that's fine. You can say whatever.
I know y'all are.
Any warrants?
No, I ain't got no warrants, man.
You have a driver's license?
I have a driver's license.
It's an ID card.
It's not out here in Arizona. I'm not from here.
Have you ever had a driver's license?
Yes. California. I'm not from here.
What part of California?
I'm from fucking California.
From California.
Racist
How
ass.
are you gonna tell him where he's from?
Fucking racist.
So listen, we already talked to him about it. Right? We made a white turn.
That's fine.
We're conducting a traffic stop. You didn't want to provide an ID to start with, so that's what we got out of it.
Nah, they trailed me. I seen you. I came out the gas station.
Are we not allowed to trail people?
I came out the gas station. You're not allowed to park behind my car. Watch me get in the car because you seen a black man.
I can do whatever I want.
You racist?
I can do.
Oh, you can do that?
I conducted a traffic stop because you made a white turn.
No, you didn't. You followed me.
Okay, but did you not make a white turn?
No, I didn't make a wide turn. You followed me. Yes, they followed me. Yes, they did. I got off the gas station with my cup of ice. He parked behind me, looked at me. I looked at him. He tried, and then the other police officer came. I went this way and they followed me. I knew what you were doing. I've been through this before.
Are we not allowed to follow
Hey, QT. No, you're not allowed to follow people being racist. No.
We're not being racist.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. I came out of the gas
You
station.
were trying to make us.
Yeah, you were trying to make it seem like I was doing something wrong. I wasn't.
You decided to follow.
They did follow me.
Yes, and you caught him doing something.
The cops suddenly turned the whole encounter into some sort of investigation. Great. The only thing missing was an actual crime to investigate. They still hadn't explained why they approached and started questioning the guy in the first place. Many cops still don't seem to get it that they have absolutely no authority over citizens unless a law is broken. One of the cops, realizing how deep they had dug themselves into a hole, quickly started telling the guy not to pull the racism card on them because they weren't like that and it wasn't cool. But you know what else isn't cool? The fact that these cops were wasting this guy's time for absolutely no reason. It was obvious they were trying to intimidate him, but without any legal basis, they were just making themselves look bad.
Supposed to be doing.
Badge number? Your badge number too? So what?
And you felt like he was doing something.
What's the name?
How was that racially profiled? Right?
Listen, if you want to go in
this is my house. You just came over here, which is where I live.
You can go to your house.
And he lives here
I live
as
here
well.
too.
So listen, if you guys want to keep being smart, we can tow this vehicle because he has no proof that he has a license, right? So if you guys want to keep being smart, we can do that. Right? We're just trying to figure out what's going on.
What I'm asking you was what was going on at the store.
Yeah, what you
Hit
doing?
over here
Yeah.
to him.
He
It's
made
what
a
I'm
white
saying.
turn.
No.
He made a white turn.
No.
It's an infraction.
No.
What y'all doing?
That's
I'm
what,
trying
that's
to
what
see
it feels
what's
like you're
going
doing.
on.
He's an
So I'm
adult,
not
right?
doing that.
He's an adult.
He is an adult.
So right now you're technically interrupting our investigation, right? But technically you can go to touch and go to jail for interrupting.
Jail for interrupting. Actually, what
It's called
was
hindering.
going
It's called
on.
hindering.
Okay, but
Okay, we're speaking with him. We're breaking it down for him. I don't know how much more we need to break it down. Okay? I mean, you can say we're racially profiling.
Yeah, it is.
If that's what you want to do, that's okay.
Right? But this guy shouldn't be driving if he doesn't have proof of a driver's license.
Right. That's true.
So if I see this thing on the street again, if I see you going anywhere down McDowell or anywhere for that,
Driving.
I'm going to tow it.
Oh,
If you're driving.
all right, that's fair. That's it.
He's driving.
That's it.
License, that's good.
That's it.
He shouldn't be driving.
And that's what you got to say in the first place. That would have been better instead of you like,
We're trying to explain it to you,
If you
dude.
had provided me your ID, then I could have got to that part.
So you're not gonna tell me you're a trail.
We trail people all the time.
I understand you trail people that do investigation if somebody's doing something that's illegal.
No, not at all. We can trail people all the time.
It doesn't matter if it's white, Mexican, black, Japanese. It
No,
don't matter.
dude. I know that, QT. You're a smart guy. You know what goes on there.
I do.
So
y'all thought that I was selling drugs?
Not at all.
Are we all minorities here? Yes or no? Are we all minorities? Him, me, him, both of you. We're all minorities,
Yeah,
correct?
yeah.
Okay, so don't do the racist card on us, because that's not cool, man. Because we don't play like that.
So why did y'all stare at me like that in the store?
What do you mean?
We stare at everybody that comes out of that store.
I just walked out the store, got in my car, literally guys stopped behind me, stared at me like this.
Listen, if you would have never made that right turn, would never put you over. That's it.
Maybe.
All right. So just don't be driving this car, dude. If you don't have proof of license.
All
right. So make sure if you're gonna be driving, just skip them. All right.
for ID.
You made it hard on yourself, dude. That's it.
I don't like fighting with people, dude. That's it. Look.
I'm trying to protect myself, man. I'm trying to protect myself.
No, and I agree. You should be protecting yourself, but next time, don't make it harder on yourself.
When a rookie cop spotted a guy doing a First Amendment audit, he decided to step up and tell him he couldn't take pictures in the parking lot in front of the prison because it was against their policy. But the man shot back, explaining he didn't care about their policy. He was there because the law allowed it. This threw the cop off, and he immediately asked the man why he was taking pictures one more time. When the man simply said he was filming because he could, the cop declared it a problem, labeling it as suspicious activity.
Nothing. Just taking pictures.
Take pictures of what?
Whatever I can see.
Okay, well, you're not allowed to be in the parking lot of the reformatory taking pictures.
I wasn't in the parking lot.
Okay, you cannot be taking pictures.
I wasn't in the
video.
parking lot.
Okay, sir.
I was on the roadway. This is a public easement, right? The
You
utility
are
poles.
Still, it is policy. You are not
I don't
allowed
care.
to take pictures.
I don't care about your policy.
You don't care about policy.
I don't care about their policy. I'm not behind those walls.
Okay. Do you want to end up behind the walls?
I don't think I will.
Because there are things in place that you cannot be doing.
Be
okay?
careful.
I am being careful.
Okay.
You need to also be
You
careful.
said policy. That is not law.
Okay.
Law says I can
Okay, but
take
what's your
pictures
purpose for doing so?
whatever I want it for.
Whatever you want it for?
Yep.
Okay, well, that's the problem. See, it's suspicious activity. All right, that's why we're here talking to you.
Well, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Is suspicion
Reasonable suspicion of criminal activity afoot is a reason for us to be out here talking to you.
is suspicion a mismisdemeanor or felony?
It's neither, but it has. It
see,
gives
there
us
you
the
go.
right to be here and asking questions.
You can ask all you want.
It's an investigation, and if you're not going to cooperate,
I don't have to cooperate with your investigation. I'm not lawfully and under no obligation to cooperate with you. None.
okay. I'm just going to tell it to you this way.
Am I being
don't know if you're out
detained?
here trying
Am I
to-
being detained?
Technically, right now you are being detained.
For what?
yes.
For what? What
You're being
crime?
okay.
What crime?
This is the issue. Okay.
What? You tell me what crime, and I will tell
You need
you.
to be quiet for just a second.
I'm not going to be
because
quiet. I don't have to be
understand
quiet.
what the word detained means.
Yes, I do.
Detained means you're not free to leave. You are not free
For
to leave
what
right
crime?
now.
For what
You're
crime?
not being detained for a crime. You are
Then
being
I should be free to go.
reasonable suspicion.
What is
okay,
your
that
What is
there
your
is
RAS?
something like
What is your RAS?
Okay.
What is your RAS?
However, just filming around for the sake of exercising freedom isn't suspicious or legal, but it didn't stop the cop from detaining the man. He kept grilling him about why he was there, and when the man said it wasn't the cop's problem, the cop lost it. His ego kicked into overdrive from that moment on. He demanded the man's ID, but when the man refused, the cop falsely claimed he could arrest him for that. But again, that's not how it works. A cop can only ask for someone's ID if they've broken the law. Plus, refusing to give your ID isn't a primary offense, it's a secondary issue, and you can't be arrested for it.
That criminal activity is afoot.
You are taking pictures and videoing a
Is that
government
illegal?
facility.
Is that illegal? Do you guys arrest the Google car that comes down through here and takes pictures of all
There's
this?
not a Google car that comes down here and takes
I can see it on Google Maps.
That's because they use something probably from above.
No, they drive right down through here.
But they don't take pictures of that.
Yes, they do. That's how I found the place.
So what is your purpose for being out here?
None of your
Other
business.
than trying to get it on YouTube and be famous.
None of your business. If that's what you think, then you're going to be famous. Am I free to go? Am I free to go?
You're not free to go yet.
Why not?
Because
Because your butt hurt? Your ego won't let me continue about my way?
it's got nothing to do with my ego, sir.
Then why?
I am here because
This
you're
is
supposed-
legally, constitutionally protected activity. First Amendment. I'm a journalist gathering content for a story on the prison, on that prison, and the juvenile center.
Okay, do you have any identification showing?
I don't have to show you. I don't have to show you.
If I ask you for ID, you do have
No,
to
you do.
provide
No,
it.
I do not.
Yes, you do.
Not unless I'm
Failure
legally,
to identify is a crime.
if I'm legally arrested.
You don't have to be committing a crime. If
I
I am here,
If I'm legally
if I am
in the state of Indiana, I have no weapons. I have a pocket knife. That's it.
okay,
And that's all I
I
have.
am legally here as well. Okay,
And that's fine.
Because I am legally here, if I tell you,
Why don't
I
you
need
step
to
it down a little bit and stop yelling? Okay?
Well, if you'd stop talking over me, I
I
wouldn't
can.
have to be yelling.
I don't have to
that?
listen to you. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm going to be free to go on my way.
No, you're
How
not.
am I going? Why not?
Because we're not done with this investigation.
Unless you can tell me that I have broken the law for you to stop me, I'm going to leave.
The man lost his cool and started yelling at the cop, which really got under the cop's skin. In response, the cop ordered him to stop shouting, but in doing this, he was actually threatening another man's rights, his freedom of speech. After all, a person can express themselves however they want. With everything that went down, it's hard to see how the cop expected any respect from the man, considering his own poor attitude. But the cop didn't stop there. He argued that just because the man was a journalist didn't give him the right to film the prison. That's not quite right. Being a journalist does indeed cover filming important public sites for reporting purposes. Then the cop tried to make a rather silly comparison by saying the man wouldn't like it if someone filmed his house. But here's the thing, a private house is completely different from a prison in terms of legal and public interest. Plus, if someone filmed his house from the sidewalk, it wouldn't be suspicious or illegal because that's covered under the First Amendment and freedom of press.
You are not free to leave. You're going to stand behind until there's other people here.
What other people?
There's other guys on
For
the way.
what?
Because
you're an egomaniac and you're a puss.
Ego, okay?
You're a puss. You got to call your little.
Why you're here in the first.
I don't have to help you with that. I do not have to cooperate with you at all, one bit. And you know you're wrong because you're shaking your head. You know I'm right.
I'm not wrong.
You are wrong. And you're going to find, where's your supervisor?
He's on his way.
Okay.
You'll be more than welcome to talk to him.
Your sergeant, lieutenant, what?
Sergeant. He's on his way. You're
Good.
more than welcome to talk to him.
That's fine. I'd like to be on my way because I haven't broken any laws. That's a camera, by the way.
I'm clear on what that is.
Okay, good. So is this.
I'm plenty aware.
I have another one in my backpack. I have another one here that's rolling as well. So just be informed.
I'm perfectly okay with being on camera.
You got about 600 people watching you right now.
That's perfectly fine.
So am I detained? Lawfully?
You are being detained until this investigation is
lawfully
completed.
detained?
Yes.
What is your razz that I am suspicious?
The fact that you're videoing the prison.
It is constitutionally protected activity for journalists, for citizens.
Then you need to provide identity.
I don't have to provide you anything, sir.
If it is See,
no, I
this is
don't.
why I'm having to raise my voice, because you won't stop trying to talk
Because
over
you're
me.
being dumb.
No,
you're being dumb.
If you
Your
are a
ego will
journalist,
not let you walk
if
away.
If you think that the reason you're allowed to be videoing the prison is because you are a journalist,
I am a
then
citizen
you need
journalist.
to provide some sort of proof that you are a
Sir,
journalist.
no, I don't. Who issues credentials? Who issues credentials?
Every single news media outlet
No, they don't.
issues credentials.
Corporate media. CNN, Fox News.
Journalist, and he's trying to do a story on the prison.
I'm gathering content on the story.
Okay.
That's all I'm doing. What?
How long you been a journalist?
About 3 years. I'm doing a story on the prison, gathering content, B-roll footage. I haven't gone onto their property, up in the gates. I don't know why they told you I was in their parking lot. I've always been on the roadway. I'm riding my bike. I've been spotting trains. Other people have been riding their bikes up and down through here. Nobody said anything, only because I have a camera.
Right.
That's it.
But you do understand, though, they're just being cautious. That's all.
And that's fine. You can come out and ask me all you want, but I need him educated that this is constitutionally protected activity. It cannot be deemed a criminal act or suspicious. You can come out and ask all the questions you want. Wait a minute, because I'm not committing a crime.
Let me ask you a quick question. If somebody comes to your house, and
That's my house, sir.
but they stand on the sidewalk, which is public property,
Absolutely.
and they sit there and they're videoing your house,
Absolutely,
you don't
they
think,
can.
You wouldn't think that's suspicious?
Nope, because they're on a public sidewalk. And actually, a public sidewalk runs across my front yard.
Right.
And people stand out there and walk up
And
with
understand,
cigarettes
it
and
just makes,
everything like
people
I
at
can
ease, that's
completely
all.
understand what
So
you're saying.
We're just trying to make sure nothing else is going
That's
on.
fine.
You know?
Absolutely.
Like I said, as long as you're not on the property, because we got to call that you're on the property.
Oh, yeah. You have to, on the road, it looks like it goes.
Soon a supervisor showed up, but he turned out to be a real letdown. The man asked the supervisor to teach the cop a thing or two about the law and make it clear he wasn't doing anything wrong. However, the supervisor dodged the issue, probably hoping to stall for time while he thought up a better excuse to detain or blame the man. Then the questioning started, focusing on where the man was headed. Although he didn't owe them any explanations, the man tried to show that he was on the right side of the law, hoping they might change their tune. But that did not happen. Their egos wouldn't let them admit they were wrong or apologize for their mistakes. Instead, they just kept making their department look even worse on camera.
Through their property, just like this does, and down there as well. But there's a parking lot on each side, but the road is public.
Right. Okay.
And that's what I was just like this. I was off in the grass a little bit, but up there in the mud, but this is exactly how I was. Now, can you explain to him that I'm not doing anything wrong?
Right. No, I mean,
like I said, we're just trying to make sure. I mean,
You guys have cards?
we're doing a job. Huh?
You guys have business cards?
I don't have a business card, but I can give you my number, our post number, which is.
Well, I was actually going to go over there too. So if you guys see me over there, don't
Okay, but you
bother.
gotta understand when you're on the, the property and they have cameras and stuff. So
Oh, sure.
we may get a call. And
Sure,
see
absolutely.
what's going on. Why are you filming it? And just ask questions. All right.
Asking questions
We're
are
not trying
fine, but detaining me for an unlawful reason and telling me that I'm going to end up behind these these walls.
I never stated that.
You asked if let me have your name and badge number, please.
My name is Matt Nickerson. My badge number is 9435.
Thank you.
Statement I
That's
made.
enough. Your
but you're more
sergeant's
than
here.
welcome-
Your sergeant's
Sir,
here. I'll
he's
talk
not-
to
he's
him.
not the sergeant, okay?
Oh, you're not.
But this
You
is a
said
state-
your
this is a
sergeant.
statement you
You're the
said.
supervisor.
I'm a postman.
Oh, you said your sergeant was on the way, so that's why I thought that you were.
It's fine. Like I said, we don't mean any harm. We're just doing.
And
the
I don't
job.
either. I
We
have
get a
no
call,
ill will,
we
no
have to
ill
check it out,
intent,
all right?
and that's fine. I get it.
Okay.
But
How long were you over here?
I was probably back there about 10 minutes. One guy came out and said he was worked for the government, and I had to do what he said. I told him to basically kick rocks.
Were you like on this road?
I was between the parking lot and their entrance.
Okay.
Where that stop sign, I was right next to that stop sign. The second time I stopped, I was right in front of the entranceway across from there, but I was still on the road. I wasn't behind that barrier.
Well, overall, are you done filming, or are you like?
Well, down here, I got to come back this way, but I'm going to move on down that way because there's, 2 more facilities down there, right?
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Well, like I said, as long as you're not on the property, like I said, if you can stay in.
Get out. Get out.
But, sir, that's your policy. That's not law.
Out to, escape things or set up people for.
You have 3 separate, sir, I've done security. You have 3 separate lines of security.
As if dealing with these cops weren't enough, another one showed up soon after. Next time you wonder where the cops are when you really need them, well, remember this video. Chances are they're out there wasting time on people who aren't doing anything wrong. This new cop asked the man if he was done with his activities, which was also none of his business. A man could stay there for 5 days if he wanted to. It wouldn't matter. It was his right to be there. The cops had no grounds to question it.
Absolutely not.
But I'm on you cannot trespass my eyes.
What's considered you guys' property? Is it this road too? Because I'm not familiar with.
No,
what's
sir.
considered you guys'
No.
property.
Look at the GIS survey. Look at the GIS survey. Your property.
Lock there in our facility, and anything that's taped on that, what's to say that they're not setting up an escape?
I can understand that.
I can understand that. Sure.
To get somebody out.
Right.
It's for our safety.
Right, and I understand that. I just didn't know what was considered you guys' property.
Sir, let me ask you a question. Did you guys put these power poles here?
Sorry?
Did you put these power poles here?
I have no idea who put the power pole through.
Come on. Come on. Who put the power poles here?
I would assume
The state. The state. The power company. So there has to be an easement for public to walk down through here or ride a bike down through. There's a sign down there that says share the road with bikes.
bicycle down through here,
Okay.
run down through
Sure.
here is a whole lot different than taking.
No, it's not because people have video GoPros on their head. I saw 3 of them on bikes go down through here. They all had GoPros on their head.
Okay. Well, I mean, are you done?
So this is a public roadway. Do you guys maintain this? Does the prison maintain this?
We do.
On contract with the state, right?
I assume that's where it is.
So it's state.
So here's the thing.
It's public.
They're saying it's their property. All right. So if they're saying it's their property, he works here, so he would know if this is their property or not.
So their property ends.
This is all state property right here.
So
Then my taxpayers pay for it, right? Do my taxpayers pay for it?
So
Tax dollars?
So we don't escalate any. Are you done filming? Or?
I'm just going to go on down through here and do the same thing that I've been doing.
Okay. Are you
And then
able
when I get to the end, I'm going to turn around and come back.
Okay. Are you able to go on the other side of the train tracks and film?
No. Why would I do that?
Because it's their property, and they're saying that.
Sir,
their
it's not.
policy.
You guys need to find out where their property is then before you tell me I had to vacate.
Okay.
Because this road is not their property. It is a public road.
Okay. So
It has to be.
okay.
Because it's a cut through. There's neighborhood
Here's-
back there.
This is gonna happen. Okay. I'm gonna make some phone calls. Okay.
That's just
I'm gonna find out exactly where their property is. All right.
Thank you.
And if it's considered their property, you have to.
One of the cops claimed that the workers didn't want the man on their property. Do we even need to break down why this doesn't make sense? First off, no one had the right to not want the man there because he legally had every right to be there. Secondly, it wasn't any of their business, and it's baffling how cops who can't tell the difference between private and public property are even working in law enforcement.
I will do that. That is a deal. That is perfectly fine. And I didn't get your name and badge number. I'm sorry.
My name is Trent Jones.
Trent Jones, okay.
8887 is my bad.
8887, thank you. And sir, if people drive down through here, you can't trespass their eyes. Anything I can see, I can video record.
You're not able to trespass your eyes, but if you're over here and they want you to leave.
Sure, but you're assuming, you are assuming this is their property.
Well, it's
that is what you're.
Two of their facilities.
And
state highway.
It also connects the golf course. It connects that neighborhood and all those houses back there. Okay. So you tell me it's not public road. I have seen the public ride up and down through here on their bikes and cars.
Okay, but you said you were at the stop sign up there. That's definitely into their property.
No, it's not. That has to be a public easement. There has to be a public easement to get through. How do visitors get back down through here? It's publicly accessible, right?
Okay, but when a visitor comes
Okay, no.
They provide identification.
That's if they go inside.
Okay, but who are they?
So you're telling me I have to give you my identification? Is that what you're telling me?
When I asked you for ID,
you didn't ask me.
I did ask you.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
You said.
Your video is proof of your own.
You said if I ask you for ID, if I ask you to identify yourself, you have to tell me, and that's wrong as well. I only have to tell you who I am when I'm legally arrested. Legally arrested, not unlawfully. Nor am I unlawfully detained, do I have to show you ID. This is not a stop and ID state. What? Tell me what your reasonable suspicion is.
My reasonable suspicion is you're filming.
Wrong. Because it's
That's the reason we are here.
Because
you understand that? That's what you're not understanding. The reason I am even here is because we were called.
I get it.
Because you are on their property.
I'm not.
Their facility,
I'm not on their property.
Their policy.
I'm on a roadway. Their policy is not law, trooper. You are a trooper, right?
I am.
Okay.
Yes.
I let you finish. Now you let me. I don't have to know everything.
The first cop tried to justify his actions by claiming he had a reasonable suspicion, but he couldn't even clearly explain what that suspicion was. In the end, the man couldn't pin anything specific on these cops, so he told them he would come back again, next time with solid proof that he was in the right. Let me tell you, if I were in that man's shoes, I would sue those cops for that kind of behavior. Just because they have time to mess around doesn't mean everyone else does.
That's fine. I know the law.
We can just be done talking because we're waiting on the response.
And that's fine.
As soon as that happens, if this is in fact...
Do I get an apology for you?
No.
Why not?
I need to apologize to you.
For telling me that I am a criminal. You're telling me I'm a criminal.
No, I never said once you were.
You just said filming was a criminal act.
If you were on their property...
Dig yourself deeper. It's still not a criminal act. It's still not a criminal act. Would you swallow your pride and your ego if I'm right and apologize?
It's not an ego issue, sir. I'm here.
I'm just saying.
We were called here.
And all I ask is for an apology if you're wrong.
Okay, well, sir, so I did look some things up, all right? So this is, in fact, this is their property, all right, and it is illegal to actually film their facility.
By whose standard?
I guess by the state standards. So
you can't do that. You can't do that.
Listen, unfortunately, like I said, I looked it up.
I'll do a GSI survey again, and I'll come back if I'm right.
All right. You have your ID and stuff?
I don't have to show you that. Am I being detained?
What's that?
You have to ask me to leave, right? They're asking me to leave. We found out that if this is their property, I need to leave, right?
Right. I'm just asking you.
I'm not showing you any ID.
All right.
Have a nice day. I'll be out of here.
All right, but if they call us again, then we will be trespassed.
And that's fine.
I was just warning you.
But when I come back here, sir, I will have proof that this is not state property, and I will be allowed on here. And if you call them again, you will be on the hook for it.
All right, sir.
Thank you. Thank you for clarifying it. No, I'm leaving. I'm not being criminally trespassed. You guys are asking me to leave, and I'm leaving. So suck it up.
All right, right, so I will just let you know.
That's fine.
Come back again, you know, you'll be trespassing.
That's fine.
Can't be on the
Absolutely fine.
Okay.
I'm fine with that. So I can't ride all the way down through here? So I can't ride all the way down through here?
You can ride down through here. I mean, obviously, you gotta, you know, get back down there and go up the road. But I'll follow you down there.
Well, no, I mean, I'll probably just go back this way then.
Oh, that's the way you came from?
Yeah, I mean, I came from that way. Okay. Okay, thanks. So this